What's going on, interwebs? Yeah, so by now, everyone knows that Governor Northam of my state of Virginia, a crazy left Democrat, proposed a bill that would allow them to murder babies that have been born. That's not an abortion, that's murder. Infanticide, like all the people in the media are calling it, that's exactly what it is. This is crazy. And what's crazy is the bill got shot down. But just because it got shot down, it's still not off the table. And I fear that if they get even an inkling more of power, that they're going to keep trying to push this issue. I mean, the bill that New York passed, and all the people in there were cheering and hooting and hollering like they were crazy fools. It's because they're crazy fools. This is murder. Like, I don't mind when people are pro-life or pro-choice. I don't care. It's not really a big deal to me. People are allowed to think what they want to think. But that's going a little too far. I didn't make a video on this because I was just trying to wait to see what all was happening, because the news cycle was moving so fast about it. You know, with right after he said it, what, a day later, someone pulled up old racist photos of him. That's your Democrats. That's typical Democrats right there. They're not the party of tolerance. They're not the party. They're the party of hate and bigotry. And infant murder. Excuse me. This is what they want. This is what they want really bad. The left has gone way too far. Way too far to the left. The only thing that's going to save the Democratic Party is if they start getting rid of these leftists. These extreme leftists, you know. And go back to more of a centrist model. Because, I mean, how much further can they fall? This issue right here with the abortions, this may be the nail in the coffin for 2020 for the Democrats. They're not going to have no chance. They don't have no good candidates coming up. Kamala Harris seemed like she might be one of the bigger threats. But now things are coming up in her past, how she had affairs and all this stuff, you know. I don't know how politicians are going to be able to be politicians unless you have the most squeaky clean record. That goes for Republicans too. Republicans and Democrats, y'all have got it tough. And y'all, I want to say the left created that problem too. They love to eat their own. Look at them with our governor. Photo came out of picture of him dressed in blackface from 1984, and now there's an overwhelming Democrat, like majority, telling him he needs to resign. He said he's not going to. I wish he would. I didn't vote for him. I think it's funny though that part of his big campaign was calling the Republican a racist. Kind of shows that when you point the finger all the time, you know the old saying, you point your finger, you got three more pointing right back at you. But yeah, back to the abortion thing. How would any rational person think that that bill would be even remotely moral or anything good? Did you say there's videos of Miss Trans trying to proposing the bill pretty much, and she herself couldn't even barely get through it. I mean, she was stumbling all over herself because she knows what she was trying to propose, and so did everybody else. I mean, we're living in a very sick country. Our political landscape is just gross, mostly from the left. I don't get it. I mean, come on. A baby, the woman could be dilating, and they could choose that they want to kill it. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Safe, legal, and rare is how it should be. And I don't even know. I mean, I'm more towards the pro-life, but I'm not one of those real big pro-lifers that are like, oh, we shouldn't have executions, we shouldn't do this, shouldn't do... No. But when it comes to a baby, I have children, and it's like, whoa. I can't imagine someone looking at my kids and saying, yeah, we could have aborted you when you were a baby. That's no problem. And the way the governor was talking was freaking horrifying. Sitting there, having the woman give birth to the baby, wrapping it up, putting it in a room, and letting it die, essentially, is all they were going to do. I don't know if they planned on drugging it to death, letting it starve to death. But no matter how you look at it, it's utterly sickening. Thank God it got shot down. But like I said, it's still on the table. This is going to be something that I think the extremists in the Democratic Party are going to try to keep pushing. All we can do is fight it every chance we get. Anybody who has family that you love, anybody who has nieces and nephews, your own children, you need to be against this. If you ever even think about having children, you need to be against this. It's an abomination, man. It's crazy. It's so in the realm of lunacy that it's hard for me to even wrap my head around that they actually proposed this. I could actually see now Republicans going after Roe versus Wade just because of these incidents in Virginia and New York. I could see it. You know? I don't think they Roe versus Wade to me was flawed from the get-go because the woman said she was raped and then came out and admitted that, nah, she never got raped and that didn't happen. So the whole premise behind Roe versus Wade was false in the first place. So I don't know how it's still upheld, but I'm not saying we should attack it, but with the way things are going right now, and the way the left's just becoming so extreme on their views of abortion, there's a big possibility that it may be attacked by the Republicans. We'll have to see how that all falls in line. But yeah, it's crazy. It's disgusting. It's sickening. It's been a real sad couple of weeks for our country. And the Democratic Party should be utterly ashamed of themselves. I mean, completely and fully. And normal people that actually have common sense and aren't all about all the extremist side of the left should disavow the left. You don't have to become a conservative. You don't have to be a Republican. Start something new. We need something new. We need something new. We need a good center party. It would mix things up just enough to where the parties all have to be on their toes and on their best behavior, so to say. But yeah, it's a hard subject to talk about. It's one I prefer not to. That's the only reason I haven't really made a video. Besides, I was trying to wait for all the facts and everything to happen. But yeah, it's crazy. Crazy times we live in. As always, like, share, subscribe. Y'all take it easy, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.